Yeah, I mean, great point. Had an opportunity and ended up getting just the one with the bases loaded. It was a good job of getting something there, at least put a mark on him. Lackey was good again. That's what he does. He competes. And when he competes and has his good stuff, it's going to be tough getting something going. And that's exactly what we had trouble doing, stayed with it. And without Waino did a nice job keeping us in the game and giving us a chance. And, Adams comes up huge. And, obviously, to say Grichuk came up huge also is an understatement, but just a nice way to finish it off. And you just had that vibe in the dugout the entire time, even when we were down. I've told you guys that in the past, but I make a big deal out of it because it's not always that common, and not every team has that sort of fight to them. When you get down and you have a pitcher that's kind of doing whatever he wants, and you have a good bullpen on the other side, those sort of things can end up just flattening a team out, but that never happened today.
Mike, do you need to, when you talk about that vibe or that feeling, you described that a lot last season, does a team need to be rewarded for that? Like if you do it enough, you feel good about it enough, but you lose games, does it against or can it go?
It can, yeah. I think if you don't have those memories like tonight to go back to where you kept coming and it looked like it was pretty one-sided and you realize that you just keep going after it and you just don't surrender at bats, things can happen in a hurry. And your point earlier, this is a team that can do damage in a hurry, and that's something we haven't had in the past as much, the ability for quite a few guys in that lineup that feel good about being able to get the ball over the fence and create instant offense. So good to have in the memory bank, and hopefully that continues to pay off for us.
What do you think is behind the incredible pitch hit success you guys have had?
Good hitters calls good pinch hit at bats, and we spent all winter talking about depth and the versatility of a bench that we have that we've used quite a bit. I think that's part of it too, is giving them some pretty regular at-bats. Matt Adams has been getting at-bats pretty regularly, and then to be able to throw him in a game, he feels already his timing's right, and I think he's got a better chance that way.
Are you a believer that a game like this can kind of build some season momentum as well, or is it just the next day sort of matchup of pitchers?
Well, my normal boring answer is just one game at a time, but I'll absolutely buy into this is going to be something that we take off from. I believe that. And that's not pie-in-the-sky stuff either, even though I have a lot of that in me. I think it's more of we've seen a lot of the different pieces, and none of it really come together for an extended period of time yet, and we're still playing some pretty good baseball, but nowhere near what we need to or can. And sometimes a little shot like this could be the catalyst, and that's what we're hopeful for.
Like, how about the play by Carpenter there? Start the unassisted double play.
Yeah, great play. Yachty went out to the mound and told him to do that. Yeah. So that was well played.
Is that important outing for Rosie
to get out of it? Yes. Yeah, I know he still needs to get out there and feel better about his stuff. But he has his back against the wall. It's good to see that when you get in those situations, your defense can pick you up.
How about for Wainwright tonight? Step forward, step the same. How would you evaluate from last?
Thought he was good. Maybe too many balls outside the zone, which ran his count so high. A lot of borderline pitches. I know some that really would have changed some counts too. And we don't often point at ball and strikes at difference makers in our game, but they can be. And there were a couple counts that got turned around on some borderline pitches that have been nice to have. And I think he's that guy that's always a lot like what Lackey does. He's right on the edges on purpose, and sometimes you need some help. But I thought it was pretty good. Probably not as many swings and misses as what we'd normally see when everything's really clicking. So there's still another level.
Can you describe what that is like for a hitter with Lackey when you see some awkward swings there? I think Biscotti and Holiday both had check swings on the slider where they then just kind of had to go around. What is that like for a hitter with Lackey when he can spot his fastball and then throw the slider almost wherever in the chase?
I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it for us. We saw it last time against us. Used the slider a lot. Had a lot of swing and misses, and from guys that don't necessarily swing and miss a lot. It just tells you he's got good deception. Ball's coming out of his hand clean, just like his fastball, and he's got him conscious of his heater. And he rises to the occasion. And I knew this winter, every time we faced him, he was going to be a bull, and he has been.
You
you a little uneasy when you went out there to see about Diaz on that slide?
Yeah, just to know. We don't have a lot of history with him yet. To not really know when we see something like that, whether that's something serious or maybe sometimes just a little. He needs a second to kind of catch himself, which seemed to be the case. And went in and talked with the medical staff. They seem confident that everything's okay.
Just been his wrist back.
Yeah, looked like it.